my friends, welcome to my review of two brand new palettes out at Sephora right now. The Kat Von D Star-Studded Eyeshadow Book and the Urban Decay Vice 3 palette. Now the holidays are coming up, people are looking for gifts, people are looking to ask for gifts for Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and any other celebration you may have, winter solstice, I'm not sure what you celebrate, but if you want to gift this birthday, whatever you celebrate, these might be things you might be thinking about getting. Maybe you're just buying yourself a present for just being awesome. And I want you to know what I think of these so that you can maybe be a little more informed about what they're like and you can decide for yourself. Now, these are comparable in price. The Vice 3 is $60. The Kat Von D eyeshadow book is $55. So let's go ahead and let's just do the Kat Von D first. Now, let me tell you, I am a Kat Von D junkie. Total Kat Von D junkie. Let me show you all my Kat Von D palettes. I've got this one here. This is the Ladybird palette. I've got this is an old one. This is the Ludwig palette. I've got the Spellbinding eyeshadow book from last year. I've got, what else? I've got more. I don't know, is that all I have? I feel like I have more than that. I feel like I have more palettes than that by her, but I can't figure out, I don't know where they are or what I did with them. Before I do this review, I typically love Kat Von D products, and you can kind of tell where this is going at this point. I don't love this. I don't recommend it, and it makes me really sad, and I don't know what happened with this. I don't know if they were rushing to that for the holidays, and they're like, let's just send it out. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Bad move. Bad move, Sephora. Bad move. So, because it ruins the credibility of the product. Before I got this shadow book, I seriously have been happy with every single Kat Von D eyeshadow I have ever used. Happy with every one. Not a dud in the bunch. Last year's palette, I'm serious, like, I love this thing. This is one of my favorite things in the world. Like, next to my children, like, and my husband, this is up there, okay? This is probably my favorite palette of all time. So when I saw this, I was so stinking excited. Now, when I first looked at it, I saw it on Sephora and it looked like this. And I'm like, what is up with all those colors? But then when you put this down and you see these beautiful quads that she's designed, I mean, just the colors are gorgeous. They're absolutely beautiful the way that they match and go together. Now, I haven't used every single one on my eyes. I have swatched them all. I have used probably about half of this palette on my eyes and applied it on my eyes. And I'm not impressed with most of them. I don't feel like they are the Kat Von D quality that we are used to. I feel like they rushed it and just needed to get it out. I mean, I'll show you some of the swatches. This one here, this one's the worst. This one is called Gothica. Okay, you've got to see this. Look at that. Let me show you the swatch on this baby. Okay, so if you can see how gritty that is, and then when you swatch it, oop, that was a terrible swatch, but you can kind of get the point. Let me do it again, because that swatch, I don't know what happened there. But you can see how chunky that is. Like, what is that? What were they thinking? Now, thankfully, that's the only one in here that's that bad. But really, I mean, the pigmentation on some of them are good. Like, I feel like this quad down here is a beautiful, like, everyday awesomeness little quad, okay? This one I had to fight with. I had to fight with this quad to get it to look good. Some of them were very powdery. Some of them, like this one was a little bit chunky, a little hard to work with. This one I had to build and build and build to get it to work. I used this quad as well. This one was really good. This one was really good. This one was powdery. This one was difficult to work with. And if you look here, these two are pretty close to being the same color. Okay, so let me show you those two swatches. See, like, you can't even see them. Let me try again. Maybe it's just my skin tone, but you can't even really see them. I mean, and definitely part of that is the fault of my skin tone, but really and truly, I mean, they're very similar colors. This one has a little bit of silver glitter in it, and this one has less chunky silver glitter in it. This one's slightly darker. But, I mean, and then this one is similar as well. So, I mean, yes, they're great. That's a great shade to have multiples of, but you don't need multiples in the same palette. You know what I'm saying? This gold was I believe was powdery. Was that one? Yes, this gold is super duper uber powdery. I mean, I think you're kind of getting the point here. I'm not going to go through every single shade because this video will be for too long, but I do not recommend this palette at all, and it makes me want to cry because I was looking forward to it and hoping Kat Von D would come out with another palette for this holiday season, and it's such a dud. So this will actually be going back to Sephora, and I cannot believe it. I literally cannot believe it. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So one of my wonderful subscribers, and I cannot remember who it was because I noticed the name and I know the name when they say it, but then I forgot who it was that told me. But this Gothical one, they said this one works much better wet. I have not tried that yet, but that is what I might try to do it before I return it. I'll probably just return this as is and just be done with it because it was a bust for me. It was a bust. Now, on the other hand, this is the Vice 3. Vice 3 comes in this little cosmetic bag thing. You can use this to put your cosmetics in, but it's very, very thin, so I don't know like whether that will be functional for you. I don't know. This looks like it might even fit like an iPad mini or something in it. I don't know. But it is super cute. And then these are the shadows that come in it. Bam, bam. And I know this is very awkward to have this giant mirror, so I'm just going to try to angle it downward. In contrast, this palette is amazing. I have loved every single shadow that I have tried in here. I have now not found a dud yet, which surprises me because I do have the original Vice palette and there's 2 or 3 of them that I just cannot use because they're terrible shadows. This one, on the other hand, does not have any duds. I was really, really excited and happy to realize that. I have not used every single shadow in here because some of them are quite electric, like such as Dragon, that bright, bright green. I did do a look with all of these colors. When I do test out products like this, I do put them up on my Instagram, so if you have Instagram, feel free to follow me there if you want updates on products as I buy them. But this here, this row here is beautiful together. This row here is beautiful together. You can see they're kind of organized a little bit, except for this one. I'm not quite sure how to put those colors together, but I've tried this as a quad, I've tried this as a quad, I've tried that as a quad, I've tried that as a quad. This one is a little too wild for me. But I mean, really, you can make some gorgeous, gorgeous looks with this. You can also kind of go across here quite a bit. I mean, these ones kind of stand out, these 3, where you're going to have to mix them with other colors. I've used this on my lower lash line with like a neutral look with the blue on the lower lash line. It's absolutely beautiful. Let me just do a few swatches for you. Bam, 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 bam. I mean, just creamy, pigmented goodness. And okay, so here's Downfall with a brush. Here's Alchemy, Dragon, and Sonic. So they blend super duper nicely. I mean, just really easy to work with, really fun colors. Of course, if you're not into colors, if you only like neutral palettes, this is not going to be one for you. But this one, if you're into experimenting a little bit, if you want to try a little bit of color on your lower lash line, or if you want to try a little bit of color in your outer corner with a nude look, this is a great palette to experiment with. I also want to show you the brush that it comes with. It does have this really cool, like, I know I just put a bunch of makeup on my hands. Hold on a second. This side of the brush is a bit confused. It doesn't know whether it's a blending brush or a crease brush or a flat shader brush. It's like an identity crisis over here with this one. Let me show you up close. So it's a little confused as far as what it is. It's got a very thick bristles there, and it's very strange to work with. You can use it to pat onto your lid, but it doesn't, I don't know, I feel like it needs to be a little bit bigger for my lids. If you have small lids, this will be great. And then in the crease, it actually works very nicely. Blending, I prefer something that's a little bit bigger and a little fluffier for blending, so then they give you this side. Woo! But this blending brush is very long, it's very thin, it's not super fluffy, so it actually gets in there and really truly blends. It does have a little too much give for it to be the best blending brush ever, but it is a really nice blending brush. It's an especially nice blending brush if you're trying to keep the color on your lid, if you're not trying to blend it out so that it's less pigmented. This will keep that color nicely, and then if you want to really blend the shadow out to kind of decrease the opacity a bit, you can use this side. So I thought this was really fun inclusion, even though this one is a very strange brush and I'm still kind of learning how to work with it. It did not come with any eyeliner or anything like that, but this is definitely a win for me. It is a recommend, and I am having fun with this as long as you are adventurous with the colors. This is a good one. If, again, like neutral palette, it's not going to be for you. And that is my review of the 2 holiday palettes from Kat Von D and Urban Decay. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and that lets me know that you enjoyed it. It does not move me up in rankings anymore, believe it or not. Thumbs ups don't really count for anything anymore, but it does let me know that you liked it, and also it shares it on your Google Plus if you have your settings that way. I would love to hear what you all think of these palettes in the comments below, based on either my swatches or your personal experience. Let's have a conversation about it. Chat with your friends down there, get to know each other, and I'll be down there chatting too. So hopefully we'll have a nice conversation together about these palettes and any other holiday palettes that you've tried. Too Faced came out with one. Lorac Mega Pro just came out. Trying so hard not to buy it. I don't know how many y'all are out there with the Mega Pro trying really hard not to buy it. I'm one of them. Now that I'm returning this, I may actually go get it in replacement of this. So maybe I might have to splurge. I just got that idea just a moment ago. Do you see the excitement in my eyes now that I realize I'm gonna have $55 back in my pocket, and maybe I'll get the Mega Pro? Oh, it's such a great idea I just came up with. So excited. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Yes. Yes. Anyway, I totally got sidetracked. But anyway, I hope you loved this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Mad love, and I'll see you in a video soon. Bye!